This is Paddock View, and I'm TJ Burkett. On Sunday, Harris Chester hosts the $500,000 Colonial Trot, where world champion filly Snow White will make her first start against the Colts, including Hambletonian runner-up Crazed. I spoke with Kevin Lare, trainer of Snow White, and Frank Antonacci, trainer of Crazed. Snow White made a break in her Hambletonian Oaks elimination, yet came back and won the Duena impressively. Do you think you have her problems figured out as you head into the Colonial Trot?
What she does is she keeps throwing her back out of whack. She likes to play in the stalls, and she slams herself into the walls when she's only playing, and she's throwing her back out of whack. And, between everybody, doing the things that they got to do between the three veterinarians, they're doing a great job, and I think maybe we're getting to the bottom of this.
All right, and then you and Campbell talk and say, let's go out and win this big to show that we're ready to go?
Yes, I told John, we talked about it, and I told him no holds barred, John. I'm not here just to win a $30,000 race. I'm here basically, to find out whether we've hit the right spot or not. I trained her that week. She trained very well from what we had done to her and stuff, and, I didn't want to, go back in there and nurse her around the turns and stuff like that and win in 56 and say, okay, yeah, you done a great job. That wasn't going to prove anything to nobody or myself. I wanted to prove it to myself and John, and John said after the race that not been that good since he was 2.
You're going into the Colonial Trot, as far as I know, the first start against the Colts, correct?
Correct.
All right, and who got together to decide to do this, and what was your thought process when deciding to enter?
That was a statement between all of us as owners. North State Street Stable, Jerry Sobel, myself. We all come together on it, and it's not exactly the first place that we wanted to meet the boys. We'd have rather met them 2 weeks ago, but we didn't have that, that option at that time.
Frank, Crazed was beaten a half a length in the Hambletonian. How did he come out of that race, and what have you done in the 2 weeks since that start?
I had 3-4 days just out in the paddock, just relaxing after the race. He was in good spirits, and he's been eating good, and been acting good for the last 2 weeks. Trained him once, doubleheader here earlier in the week, and he seems really sharp, and I trained him with a couple other horses, and he was very happy, and then he really trained well, and I anticipate him racing pretty well on Sunday.
Okay, and then you're listed as the 2-1 favorite, and Snow White is 5-2. Now, how do you expect the race to shake out with that new entrant in this class?
Well, I think it makes the race, gives the race an interesting dynamic with the filly in there. I think Timmy will figure it out. He races at Chester a lot, and he knows the track, he knows the horse, he knows the other participants there. He raced against all of them, and I'll leave the racing strategy up to him. I think the horse is ready, and I think we should be in good shape.
Other than Snow White, are there any other entrants in there that you think might jump up and that you should keep an eye out for?
Yeah, I think all 8 of them, the way the race sets up, the top 8 money winners this year. So they're all pretty good horses, and they all have a lot of talent. Noel's horse there, Napoleon, he's a very handy horse, especially on a smaller track, I think. He's very good. I know Noel will have him ready. And, Celebrity Secret, he's been right there in every dance, and, he could jump back up and be a big threat any day. I think that's what makes the race so interesting, is that they all are, top 8 money winners, and therefore the best horses this year are all in that race together, and they're all going to be tough to beat.